In the dawn of time, before writing, before civilization, teaching began. The first teachers were the elders, passing knowledge through stories, fire, and survival. From Mesopotamia to Egypt, the first schools were born. Scribes, philosophers, and scholars emerged to shape the world with wisdom. In the heart of Greece and Rome, teaching became an art. Socrates questioned, Plato imagined, Aristotle defined. The foundations of modern education were set. In the East, Confucius taught that education is the path to virtue and harmony. His teachings shaped generations, laying the foundation for lifelong learning and respect. Through dark ages and enlightenment, knowledge survived in monasteries, mosques, and temples, carried by the devoted. The Renaissance brought a new dawn. Books spread knowledge. Teachers became the architects of thought and progress. In the great academies of China, scholars mastered literature, science, and governance, ensuring that education remained the pillar of society. With industry came schools for all. Education moved from the elite to the people, building the workforce of a new age. From war to peace, teachers became the guardians of knowledge, shaping generations and breaking barriers. Today, classrooms transcend walls. Technology, AI, and innovation redefine teaching, but the heart of education remains unchanged. Dedicated teachers lighting the way. Tomorrow's world is unknown, but one truth remains. Teachers will always shape the future. From the first humans to the far future, teaching is the greatest legacy of humankind.
Welcome everyone, that's the ESL live stream special. Today, welcome first. Thank you for watching on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, Facebook as well. Thank you so much. Feel free to give some likes. Today we're going to be welcoming Xavier from Koala Go, the co-founder of Koala Go. Koala Go is a platform for online teachers. If you're teaching online and if you want to make your own business, Koala Go has it all. And believe me, it's one of the best virtual, it's not the one, it's just the best virtual platform for online teachers. You might know Koala Go already. We're going to see new features with Xavier tonight. He is right here waiting. It's a big, big pleasure to have him with us tonight. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's tonight. It's night back in here in China, but he's gonna be in the US. So we gonna start the live right away. Say hello to all of you, the early birds, and let's get the live started. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. It's the ESL live stream. All right. Today, it's a special one. Yes, it's not the day we usually do the ESL live stream because we do have a special guest. It's not very easy to have lives. I'm in China. All experts are sometimes from other parts in the world, so it's never easy to keep it up on Saturday, and especially with Koala Go, it's something personal. I love Koala Go, because the co-host of Koala Go is just like me, French, French American, but I'm French, and that's well, maybe a little bit Chinese for sure. Here from China, that's the ESL live stream. Welcome to leave your questions. Is going to be super helpful for teachers who wants to, explore. Maybe Koala Go is one of the platform that is going to make the difference. Believe me. So, without waiting, we're going to welcome our guest tonight. Uh, Xavier from Koala Go. He is the co-founder of Koala Go. So let's welcome him right now.
Let's welcome today's guest, Xavier, co-founder of Koala Go.
And here
everyone.
is Xavier.
Mike,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. All good.
Xavier, I think. Maybe. Yeah. If it's working, I'm not sure.
It's working well for me.
Yo, that's
Hello.
good to see you. Comment vas-tu?
Ça va bien? Ça va bien? How Joe Boudien? How have you been, Mike?
That's great. Perfect. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit, maybe a little bit lagging. Ça va, ça va très bien.
Yes, I do have a little bit of a delay
Yes?
when I hear you.
Oh, good.
We'll make it work.
Lagging. Mhm. Uh, let me see. Yes, go on. I know that you are so good at it. Presenting Koala Go was just really awesome. There are a lot of things for teachers to know a little bit more about Koala Go, which is really an awesome platform, virtual platform. Uh, well, um, but I have a little video from one of the Koala Go creator, Emily. You know that I love, I like what she's doing. That's incredible what you can do with Koala Go. And yeah, I'll put it a little bit later, maybe. Just Xavier, feel free to introduce yourself so that everybody can know you a little bit more and get along together.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you so much for having me, Mike, and hello everyone. It's an honor to be here. Yeah, so my name is Xavier. I started Koala in 2018 with my very best friend and co-founder Ben. We both met at Apple in California, and we worked in tech a lot, and we wanted to work on something that was more meaningful to us. So we jumped into the world of education to use our tech skills to help teachers. And we actually started, when we started in 2018, our goal with Koala was to build a platform for kids with disabilities, more specifically, kids with autism and kids with dyslexia, because their learning style is different from neurotypical students. And let's talk about kids with dyslexia. They have to repeat, they have to do a lot of painful structural literacy intervention where they need to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. And sometimes it's really tough, especially when they have to learn on Zoom. So we wanted to build something that's more child friendly, more interactive, more multisensory. I hope you guys can hear me well. I know there's a big latency between Mike and me. So, anyways, the product has evolved a lot since then. With the pandemic, we've had to actually we've welcomed a lot of new types of students and new types of teachers. So right now we have kids with dyslexia still using Koala, but also lots of ESL instructors and their students. So today I'll give you a demo of Koala and ask any question in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer. We wanted to build something that's child friendly. I hear a little bit of an echo. I hear myself from your end, Mike. I don't know if that's the case for everybody in the audience. Anyways, I just involved a lot. And with the pandemic, we've had to welcome a lot of new types of students and new types of teachers. Right now we have kids with dyslexia, also lots of ESL instructors.
That's great. Yeah. Of course, it's a little bit laggy. Maybe we gotta speak a little bit. You're gonna have time, but it's all good. Yeah, that was our topic last time about dyslexia, and then yes, that was a real awesome topic for sure. If there's if it's too much lagging, I'm not gonna bother you too much. So you can go into your description of Goala, your presentation, or it is not going to be working. But that's really awesome. Yeah, Koala Go has been always caring about teachers and how to make it even more engaging for students. And that's big big thank you for you, Xavier, for being here. C'est un grand plaisir pour moi aussi. So yeah, no problem. Feel free to go into your description. You can use the share screen. You know that better than me. You're an expert in presenting. If we can say your platform, which I wanted to say your product, but that's the marketing. But no, it's really, really awesome. So here we go. You can share the screen and I'll go along because I'm following, which is funny. I'm following the live on other platform is going faster, but all good. All right.
Great.
I'm
Sounds
not
good.
talking anymore now. Thank you, Xavier. Let's go for it. I
Mike.
can't wait to see all the new features.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sounds good. So yeah, I'll go through a quick demo to show you how to get started with Koala. So the first thing you're going to do is go to teachwithkoala.com. Teachwithkoala.com. And that's our website. And once you're there, you'll see there's lots of resources, but we're just going to focus on this big button that says Open Koala Go. And I encourage you guys to do this as well at home. And so by the end of this training, you're ready to go if you want to use Koala Go. So click here. And then it's going to ask you if you're a human. So you're going to need to solve this little challenge. Please click on images similar to the following pattern. Looks like a frog, I guess. Yes, I did it. All right, and then so there's two ways to get in. Either you type your email here, continue, and you'll get a code. You can just type the code, or continue with Google here. If you have a Google account, so you choose whichever is the best one for you. And that's it. That's all you need to do to get in. Now, Koala has three main building blocks. The first one is the whiteboard, which is where we are right now by default when we open Koala Go. The second one is the co-browser, and ESL teachers really like the co-browser. You'll see, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a fantastic tool for if you use anything on the web.
Are you sharing your screen? I don't see.
You do not see my screen right now?
Wait,
Let me
for
stop
me?
screen
Here we go.
sharing.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Hey. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, great. All right, so three building blocks: whiteboard, co-browser, and playground, and we're going to cover all three. So you're in whiteboard by default when you enter Koala Go, and I'm going to ask you to guess what button can I press here on my screen to invite a student to my classroom. I'll give you a few seconds, and yes, you guessed it right. I click on the invite student button in the top left, and then you have this important window that pops up, which says share this link with your students. That is going to be the student invite link that you can share with your students. It's pretty important. Just you can save it somewhere or just find it here every time. This link never changes and it's unique to you. If your student is in China, click here and it will give you a slightly different link that starts with CN instead of starting with classroom. That's the only difference. If your student's outside of China, you can use this one.
Yeah.
You can click here to copy it, send it to your student, and then your student can just click on this link on their iPad or Android tablet or PC, Chromebook, Mac. We support pretty much every device. And here you are. And then, so your video is going to show up here, and then your student's video is going to show up here, right underneath. Okay. All right. So let's cover whiteboard real quick. It's very similar to other whiteboard solutions that you've used. It's an interactive whiteboard where you and your students can draw, or you can, you have a pencil tool, you have a sticky note tool.
And you get the vanisher
You
as well,
have a
right?
text box tool. Yes, you have a vanishing pen. That's right. So the vanishing pen, it allows you to draw, and then the line goes away after a few seconds. So you can say, "Hey, look at this word," and then after a few seconds, it disappears. That's the vanishing pen.
That's really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So teachers like it a lot, indeed.
Yeah.
And so you have we've tried to build a lot of kid-friendly tools. So you can go to reward in the top left. You have confettis. You can give stars to your students.
The dice.
You have a dice. That's right. And you can give favorite. Gems.
I love the
students
sound.
in my classroom right now. Yep. And you know what? I'm going to invite myself to the classroom to show you what it looks like when you have a student coming in.
Great.
So right now I'm just opening the tab. A different tab, and I'm joining as a student to my own classroom. So let's say we have Dylan is joining my classroom right now. You'll see that at the bottom right, I'm getting this notification, and I can accept, or I can cancel the request, or even just hide the notification for later. And then once I accept, I match Dylan with his profile, and here it is. So I'm going to mute myself to avoid horrible echo. There we go. So at the top, you have a teacher, Xavier. At the bottom, you have a student, Dylan. Sorry, it's a little bit confusing because the teacher and the student look very similar in this example, but imagine that those are two different people. So I have my students here. What I wanted to show you is that you have the ability to have more camera or less camera as a teacher. You can go full screen as well if you want. And let's say the student is drawing all over the whiteboard. You also have the ability to disable student interaction, or mute them, or disable or turn off their camera. And you have all the basic features that you expect in an interactive whiteboard. Maybe one thing that I'll mention here is that you have a chat in the bottom left. So that allows you to chat with the students. And we've recently added a translation mode. So you can, if you check this, the messages that you send will be automatically translated for your students. And the way this works is that we just look, in order to know what is the student's preferred language, we look at what language their browser settings is. So if they're, right now my student Dylan is myself, so it's set to English. So if I type a word, I don't know, if I speak French, bonjour, comment vas-tu? And I send, automatically it will be translated to English because my student's browser is set to English. So this can be quite useful if your students, I don't know, they're on a weekend, they're spending the weekend with their grandparents and they're Koreans and the grandparents don't speak a word of English. You can use, the chat in the bottom left and with the translation feature to interact with the grandparents. Cool. So that's it. You have a recording feature. You have a screen share feature. So it works like other screen sharing that as you know. But you probably end up not using the screen share feature that much because we'll be mostly once we discover what the co-browser.
That's awesome.
Yep. Exactly. Cool. So that's pretty much it for the whiteboard. So you are now experts of the whiteboard, and I'm going to add a little green check mark next to the whiteboard. And we're going to move to the co-browser. So the co-browser is something you can open by clicking here on this icon right here. That looks like, I don't know, the NASA logo, I guess, right here. So let's click and see what happens. Cool. So what is a co-browser? A co-browser is a browser that you and your students can interact with at the same time. So right now, for instance, so you can go to anywhere in the web and play like educational games online, for instance, and interact at the same time as your students. So right now, for this example, I'm using a website called WordWall, but you can go anywhere. And then maybe let's take a more visual. More visual websites. So I'll go over WordWall, but I could go on any website, and then we'll do matchup. Very good. And let's do the Merry Christmas exercise. Okay, so here you see the job. I mean, the goal of the game is to just drag and drop those things. Now, what's really cool in the co-browser is that now your students can also drag and drop on their device.
Some features.
if they're on a touch screen, for instance, they can even use their finger to drag and drop. So it makes the experience much more kinesthetic, much more sensory. So here right now I'm on my student screen, and you can see that I can drag and drop as a student. And the teacher and the students have their own independent cursors. You're not fighting over the same cursor as in Zoom. So this is actually, it makes the experience on the web much more interactive. And this works for word wall, but it works for, I know that a lot of you ESL instructors use Genially slides. So here I have a great lesson from Easy Peasy Learning, which is an ESL curriculum. And you can see that this will be, I don't know if there's a slide where I can drag and drop. Let me try to remember. You see, you can interact with the Genially slides in the co-browser. So the bottom line here is, if the content that you use to teach your ESL class is in the web, the co-browser is really the best tool for that. We've actually also added an annotation at the bottom, and you have access to the same annotation tool as you have in the whiteboard. So you can say, you can use this vanishing pen that we talked about and say, ask your student, hey, what is this? Have you seen those ants? Do they bite? So you can have a conversation like this. Do you have a cat at home? Do you have an axe at home? Hopefully not. And so this is the annotation. And then just once you're done with annotating, just click on this little arrow, and then you'll be able to interact with the slide again. One last thing that I'll mention about the co-browser is, in the bottom right, you have 3 clusters of server: North America, Europe, and Asia. So just choose wherever your student is. If your student is in North America, choose North America. It will reboot. It will connect to the correct server and then come back. That will optimize the latency. And you also have access to the reward tools, etc. I'm going to check real quick if there's any question in the chat. I don't think so, but feel free to ask your question in the chat.
It's awesome.
Thank you. So yeah, and then once you're done with the co-browser, just click on the X in the top right, and you will go back to the whiteboard. Congrats, if you made it that far. You now know 2/3 of Koala, because you know whiteboard and co-browser. I forgot to mention one very important feature here, which is accessible in a whiteboard and in a co-browser. And I think only Koala offers this feature. We're very proud of it. We offer 24/7 live support from our team. So if you have any question at any time, if you're confused, if you have a tech issue, if you want to ask for some training, just go ahead and click in the bottom right, and then click here and say, hi, please, I need help. And we will help you. Okay? We're a small team. Koala is 8 people, but we're 8 people all over the world. So on every time zone. And that allows us to always be on the other end of this chat all year long, 24/7. With a few exceptions, we take 11 days of holiday per year. So there's 11 days where you won't find us on the other end, such as this coming Monday, which is Memorial Day. But outside of those 11 days, we're always there for you, and we're really happy to help if you have any questions. Cool. And then I'll move on to the last piece of this training, which is Playground. So Playground is very different from what you may find in other online teaching tools. We've built Playground, as I was saying at the beginning, for kids that have difficulty getting motivated by their online classes. It's really your choice if you want to use Whiteboard or co-browser or Playground or all of them. I'm just showing you those 3 tools today, and you, teacher, you're the boss. You know your student better. You know what academic style you want to play by. So it's really up to you whether you want to use it or not. To open Playground, I'm going to click on this little squirrel icon right here. And here we go. So I don't know if you guys play video games, if you play Minecraft, Roblox, your students probably do. When you open Playground, your avatar falls from the sky under a little parachute. And then here I am.
Awesome.
So you'll see that your student will also and your student will also arrive on the little parachute. So let's see. There he is. It's not slowly falling from the sky. There we go.
Yeah.
So you see, I have my avatar, and Dylan, my fake student, also has his own avatar. And you can customize your avatar if you click here on Customize Avatar. You can change skin tone, cheeks, lips, eyes, hairstyle, t-shirt, pants, and shoes. So go crazy, have fun, and the system will remember your avatar. So you can, your students can build their avatar today, and next week for their next class with you, they will find their avatar and they'll be very happy. So Playground can be used for fun as a reward, for 5-minute reward at the end of the class, or it can be actually used for full instructions. I'm not going to cover everything in Playground today, but you'll see that at the bottom, you have a lot of tools. There's something called Focus Tool, which allows you to click on something and then highlight an area you want to focus on and click again. And now you're focused, your eyes are focused on the Focus Tool. Same thing for your students. Dylan only sees this blackboard. So now you can also click, sorry, I'm going too fast. Click here on Add Blocks, Objects, Images, or Stickies here. And then you'll see a teaching section. And you can, actually, you could, in theory, teach a full class in Playground only. And we have a few teachers who do that. It's a minority, I'm not going to lie. But there's a lot of things that you can do in Playground. You can also add images on the blackboard and anywhere in Playground. So anything is customizable. So I'm going to exit the focus mode right now and show you that you can actually go in first-person view here on if you click on the eye, which means that you can move around just like in a video game using the up, left, right, and down key on your keyboard. And you can run around like this. And everything is customizable, as I was saying. So you can click on here again, this icon, and you can build blocks. If you hold Shift, you can build many blocks at a time. And you may remember that I showed you earlier that if you go to Reward, you can actually give gems to your students. Gems is something that we created to give you more power to reward your students. So you'll get 300 gems per month if you're on the Koala Pro plan. And if you click here, you'll see that you can give gems. So maybe I'm going to give 100 gems to Dylan. And these 100 gems will be added to Dylan's gem balance. And what can you do with gems, you ask me? Well, you can go again to this main icon here, and then click on Home and Decor. And then you'll see that using gems, your student can buy a lot of items for the playground. So, this pink soccer ball, for instance, 1 for 15 gems or 5 for 75 gems. Let's go here, and then we're going to place them here. So we have soccer balls now, and you can click on the ball and then click and then throw it. So this can be really fun. We've also recently added a basketball hoop. So you can actually do a full basketball competition with your students. Oops. Yes, so as you can tell, I am not very good at it, but it's actually quite hard. But I'll let you train a little bit. So, you know, I'm trying to cover in 5-minute playground, and it would take maybe 2 hours to cover every feature, but this is completely customizable environment. We also have a few different default environments that you can choose from. You just click on the 3 lines here, click on Reset Playground, and you'll see you have the plain grass field or the summer classroom, the winter classroom, which is where we are right now, the farm, ski resort, spacewalk, desert fortress. All those are free for you. You can just click on any one of those. Like, let's choose this one, for instance, and reset your playground. And there we go. Here is the basic starter. Cool. So this is the playground, and then to finish, as a reward, I told Mike that I would actually show you a brand new feature that we're working on. We haven't told anyone, so this is an exclusive. Nobody in the community knows about it.
Oh, wow.
But we are actually working on a new category of assets for playground.
Big shout out.
It's still in the making, and it's still very early stage, but I have a picture of you. So I'm just going to drag and drop that picture to whiteboard to show you what it is. We are working on medieval assets for playground. So soon we're going to have a lot of you're going to be able to have knights and castles and a little town village houses like this to decorate your playground. So we're very excited about it. I think it's going to come over the next few weeks, but this is going to be something that your students will probably get excited about. That's it. But don't tell anyone, please. This is going to be a surprise for the community.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Incredible.
That's it. I think one last thing I wanted to give you guys is, before I give it back to you, Mike, is because you're joining this training today, you can redeem a free month of Koala Go, of Koala Pro. So I'm going to maybe paste it in the chat. It's a link. If you click on it, just put your name and information. You can get a free month of Koala Pro, Koala with all the features. You don't have to swipe a credit card or anything. It's just, fill out your information and you'll get it. And later, if you want to upgrade to Koala Pro, you'll get 20% off for a whole year. So I'm just going to put stop sharing, and I'm going to put this in the chat. I don't know if I have access to the main chat. So Mike, I put this in the private chat. Would it be okay for you to share it with share this link with the whole community? Thank you so much. Cool. That's it for the demo, guys. Do you guys have any questions for me? Anything you want to know about Koala?
No problem. It's on. Awesome news. We're gonna wait for let me check if I get people asking questions for now. No, a lot of people on TikTok really love it. They are, that's what I searched for. They didn't know what it was. So they were like, this platform, I think, may help learners, especially in blending learning. Am I right? Yes, of course. Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much for this. This is this is perfect for hybrid learning. Anything whenever remote is needed.
Great.
I think
So,
Koala is really
thank
optimized
you so much,
for
Xavier,
small group
for
classes.
thank. No problem. Thank you so much, Xavier. I'll be doing a little video after that because today was lagging crazy. Oh my, wow. That's it. That's the first time it happened so laggy, but you know, it always happened once. Thank you so much for the graphics. What you guys are doing is really incredible for students to get more engaged in loving teaching. This is one of the most important thing, and I'm thinking of students as well that you have to stay at home, cannot be in front of a teacher, maybe because they're sick, because maybe they're at the hospital. But this is really engaging. That's making learning more fun, and you can control everything on the platform. All the different, you can. So some teachers might be worrying about the students fooling around. No, because you can control what they want to do, what they can do, which is very important. They won't be fooling around. They really, it's Koala Go always listen to teachers and feedback. So really, if you want to start an online business, even, right, Xavier? I know it's going to take time, but I'm still going to be talking till you receive the the message. But you can also create your own business on Koala Go.
Yep, that's right. You're correct, Mike. We also have a business plan. Maybe I'll take a couple minutes to show you our pricing page for more information. So you can just go to teachwithkoala.com here and you go to pricing. And indeed, you'll find that we have three plans. There's a free plan, the pro plan for individual teachers, and Koala Business if you're running a bigger business with 25 tutors and more. So, but anyway, don't worry too much about this for now, because thanks to the link that Mike shared in the chat, you can get this for free for 1 month. And then later you can get 20% off compared to this. But you'll see that that you see all the features that you have access to in here. And if you want to, if you're building your business, or if you have a business that's teaching young kids online and you're using Zoom or similar tools, and it's pretty boring and your students are not really engaged and not really excited about coming back next week, click on Get Started here and just fill out this form, and then we'll be in touch with you.
Great. Thank you so much, Xavier, for coming on the live stream today. That's let me see. I think there's no. Okay, okay. People were saying, Mohammed, welcome. Saying I like the idea. Love it. Yes. Don't worry. I will make another video about today's live stream, because I can record each and one videos on Restream. That's what is awesome. Even if the live do not look like good, we'll see a recap very soon on Mike's ESL for Koala Go, and maximum support from Mike's ESL. Thank you guys. You guys doing awesome.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, let us know if you have any questions, everyone, and I'll disconnect, and yeah, we'll probably put together a video without the latency,
Thank you,
and we'll
Xavier.
post
It's
it on
gonna be
YouTube.
time.
Bye,
Cheers.
everyone.
Bye bye. Yeah, tell me. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, guys, for being here on the live stream. A little bit laggy, but it's never easy. We'll keep in touch with Xavier. Feel free to watch the live again. I'm going to edit it a little bit. It's going to be a good recap with that. Xavier is being patient with all that lagging. A big thank you. Thank you to all of you as well on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, and Ibtisam as well, saying hello, everyone. Yeah, uh, feel free to leave some likes if you like the live stream, if you found it super useful. And you see, I wanted to show you something as well, which is really quite incredible what you can do with Koala Go. Here is a Koala Go creator. She's a creator and she's doing some awesome work. She's building maps with a lot of passions and a lot of efforts. I have to show you that right now. It's Emily. What? So that was Emily on Koala Go. She's doing awesome maps. There are marketplace over there where you can, if you don't want to build all those maps, you have maps ready for $2, $3, $5. So, which is really awesome, and make you gain that time that you don't always have. So feel free to check out on Koala Go, teach with Koala Go, and as well if you scan this code I am also an affiliate of Koala Go. Feel free, you will have $48 off for the first year, and all the different perks that will come in. Just, I'm going to leave you the link into the description. Being an affiliate is not a problem. It's just you have perks that if you go there yourself is going to be different. is going to be prices might be a little bit higher, but with me, you got or percentage off, which is quite very cool. Just being true with you, that's very important. Mike Somiasel, thank you everyone for joining this live. We'll be live as well this Saturday with Stu and Ryan James. We're going to be talking about AI in schools. The policy is you don't know actually what you might not know actually what's going to happen this Saturday. What is the ESL live stream will be about with Stuart Allen. uh, of course, can't make it today. It's class time, so he's going to be with me this Saturday, and we'll welcome an expert who is helping schools how to use AI, solving problem, trying to find a way to use that AI in a classroom without it, it creates too much trouble to students and teachers as well. It's a tool that you can use the proper way. It's a good tool. If you use it the wrong way, not a good tool. So yeah, we can get lazy. We cannot get lazy, and we have to use our brain for sure. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to Mohammed Ibtisam for coming, passing by here for this exceptional live stream. And I will see you soon in another video with Stu. And I'll see you Saturday, 5 p.m. Beijing time. That was Mike from Mike ESL, the ESL live stream. Always here to help you. Cheers, guys. Happy teaching.